Okay, all we're going to try this again. This is Bluetooth module programming. Found a small bug in the app. The splash screens were actually off by one, so I've already submitted an update to Google Play. And iOS, that update will go out when I update when I get the list of all the identifiers. So let's do this. So turn on the board. Board boots up, and you can see the Bluetooth module is blinking. That means it's able to connect. So I'm going to actually launch my developer app because Google Play hasn't updated yet. You won't see this screen. Yours will go straight to this splash screen. And here we are. Here's the application. Sorry for the glare. There's not much I can do about that. So we're going to scan for devices. And you'll see the Bluetooth module here show up. That matches up here. Bluetooth 051A or 05A. Don't change that. That's there in case this Bluetooth module is ever discontinued. I can add support for other modules. So that in the app is just for the ability to support different modules. But for now, once the result comes up in the list after you've hit scan, just click result below to connect. So click the result and it will say connecting, and it will connect and show you the serial number of your Bluetooth module. On iOS, it's a much longer number. They use the long number instead of Google uses the short number. It doesn't matter. Once that comes up, you'll see load data from board. Hit the button, and it's going to bring over a couple config items, all 40 registry values, and then it's going to say data retrieval complete, and it's going to go straight into the settings menu. Down here at the bottom, you can see this was the Bluetooth connection menu. This is our settings menu. This is a tuning menu. This is a buttonless mode, and then some information. So once you get into the config menu, the first one is fire mode, or excuse me, fire settings. That's hard to see. Fire settings. If you change the setting, you'll see it blinked and automatically updated it from ramp to auto. If I go down to semi, you'll see it automatically changes to semi. Okay, go back to auto, goes to auto. Back to ramp, ramp. You can scroll through all the different options. Be careful. Sometimes when you're scrolling, it's easy to grab one of these sliders. Okay, so try to scroll off to the side here. Okay, under fire mode, those were the settings. Eye modes, eyes on rate of fire, eyes off rate of fire, eye sensitivity, your anti-chop eye, debounce, okay. Your marker settings, we have dwell, debounce, mechanical debounce, loader delay, contrast. Your game timer settings, and then your profile settings. You can actually save some settings to different profiles, save them in, load them in, and here's where we can change our splash screen. So if we wanted to change this to, for example, the East Coast Angel logo, we click on that, and there's your East Coast Angel splash screen. Now when you power on and off the board, it will show that logo. Okay. The tuning menu is mainly to support the Cocker folks once we get our Cocker board released. But if you actually take a shot, no ball. Red blinking light means no ball. So if I actually take a shot, I can load the data from that shot, stores it on the board, and it will actually graph it and show me that my dwell is set at 12, and my dwell time that the board actually took to process that 12-second dwell was 12.112 seconds. The dwell ramp and loader delay, these are like how long it takes. This is a tenth of a millisecond to cycle past that check to see whether it's turned on or off. So even though I had my dwell set at 12, it actually took 12.3 milliseconds. This is for the Trevors of the world to go out there and fine-tune this to the tenth of a millisecond how you want your board to respond. Okay? Buttonless mode is exactly that. This is the buttons on the back of the gun with the trigger select, but you can do it from here. So I can go in here and scroll through my menus, select my fire settings, go down to fire mode, change my fire mode to semi, hit OK, go back up, exit out of programming, and it's changed to semi. Alright, so you can actually do this. This is for, it's nice and it's easy, but it's also for support of the LED and the 05 and 06 speeds that you can't access the buttons from the outside. Alright, if you don't want to go through the register settings, or you're having trouble with one of the sliders or things like that, you can just go program everything through the menu. Okay? The About screen takes you a link to the help page, some licensing information, total shot counter for the board. Obviously, this is a brand new board, 10 total shots. No, you cannot overwrite that without flashing the firmware on the board. The application version, the board firmware version, and a big old nuclear reset. And that will reset it all the way back to the stock factory settings as you got it from me. If you hit reset, warning, this cannot be undone. You hit reset and nothing will happen because you didn't hit the confirmation box. So you hit reset, it sends the reset command, and you are back to how you got it from me. Okay? When you're done, you can either just quit or you can disconnect, and you'll see this went from solid red back to blinking red. That means there's no connected device, and you can exit out of your app. Of course, on iOS, you can't have an exit button, so there's no exit button on iOS. And this blinking Bluetooth module has a Bluetooth timeout. It times out after, I believe, 10 minutes. I'm going to double check that right now. The Bluetooth timeout is 5 minutes. That means that when you turn on your gun, this will blink and be available for 5 minutes. After that, it shuts the module down, powers it down, and you cannot connect via Bluetooth until you power cycle the board. This will prevent all you cheaters out there from having somebody in the pit changing the settings on your gun while you're playing, because the range on this is actually pretty good. You can get 10 or 20 feet away and still connect to this board. Okay? It's a standard Bluetooth, just like all your other Bluetooth devices and headphones. So, once this shuts off, you got to power cycle the board to be able to connect again. Okay? I hope you guys like the app. I hope you guys like the instruction videos. And any questions, obviously, just drop me a line.